Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the June 9th Port Clinton City Council meeting. If you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, the Lord's Prayer, and a moment of silence for our men and women serving overseas and our first responders serving their neighbors. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lord in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. When the clerk is ready, would you please call the roll?
Mike Snyder,
Present.
Gabe Velo,
Excused.
Lisa Sardi, present. Beth Gilman, present. Jerry Tiroli,
Present.
Nicole DeFridas, present. Margaret Phillips, present.
Thank you. Council, in front of you, you have three sets of minutes, the April 14th, April 28th, and May 12th regular meeting. Do I have any corrections? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to accept the minutes as presented. Thank you, Mrs. Sardi.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The chair notes that certification has been received regarding all compliance and rules with this meeting. There are no guest presentations this evening. Public comment?
There is none.
No public comment. Look at that. Mayor's report.
Just want to inform council, this afternoon we were hand delivered the submerged land lease agreement between the Ohio Department of Natural Resource Office of Coastal Management. It was hand delivered by Virginia Ballins. She's the property manager specialist. I have given it to the law director for his review. Also, I don't know if council's aware of it, but it appears that a lot of our general public are. Just recently we have issued a water turnoff cards throughout the fountains. And I will tell you, it's been a long time coming due to the fact that the lack of cooperation, if you will, from the people who actually own the property. And as I went through some of the paperwork, we have different things were letters that were given and sent, registered letters, actually far back as 2001. At that time, it was Elmer Bradshaw was the office manager for water. More recently, there's a slew of them, as you can see. More recently, during my administration, May of 2014 and again in April of 2015. Part of the issue is that, number one, it's private property. Typically, similar to condos, we have a master meter that is at the property right away, which we read back. And we do not typically want to public properties. There's only the fountains and I believe one, maybe two other entities that we're trying to make those changes. But I think what's really, really super important that you need to realize is that these same facilities lack the backflow contamination protection. This day and age where we're dealing with water quality and all those different emergencies, obviously this should be the top priority for the city. So to better safeguard our water supply as a city, we are mandating that these backflow contamination protection systems are in place, installed properly, inspected, move forward. I will tell you this, we've had ongoing conversation. I believe the lady's name is Vicki Avery. She is the person who is in charge of the properties over there, managing properties, and had good cooperation with them recently, and also working with several different contractors that they've been in contact with, making sure they have the specifications and requirements to install so that they can give them a price. I guess, lack of better words, as we can see the stack of paperwork issued to them repeatedly, asking them to follow suit. We felt as though that needed to go a little bit further, let them know that we are serious. We had given them an extra week because they told us they were receiving documents on contracts from contractor and we're moving forward. We did not see those. So we went ahead and issued the 10-day notices on the doors. I believe as of today, every one of the residents in there have received them. And needless to say, we've actually received some phone call at City Hall. It appears they'll be moving forward with them quickly. So as long as we see a contract in place showing that they've signed a contract with the contractor to make this forward action, we will not be shutting off that water. Of course, we will monitor it very well to make sure that we're taking good care of our water supply. So I want to make sure the council's aware of that, because I'm sure that let's put the buzz going.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes, ma'am.
Question that. The shut-off, it's all or nothing? Or is it individual units could be shut off still, but others that are doing what they need to be doing will have water?
What you need to understand is that these are not individual property owners.
Okay.
It's private property. The whole complex is owned by one entity, and they are renting, leasing, whatever the case may be, to individuals. As you know, Ohio Revised Code states that the property owner is the one who's ultimately responsible for the water bills. They are also the ones who are providing water to their customers. So it's basically all or nothing. They have an obligation to put that meter in, and obviously the backflow protection to safeguard the water supply for the whole city. As you know, there's a pond back there, and as we have noted in many of the notes taken by the service guys that have worked back there, there's a lot of inferior product water lines where there is a huge concern of cross-contamination, and we're not taking it lightly. I mean, everybody's aware of the issues that we face nowadays. So we will continue to move forward, and we'll keep you updated as things progress. Any other questions? Just a little reminder, I always have these mayor nights out. I actually have one on Thursday, 6 p.m. It'll be right here in the chamber. Everyone's very much aware of Sunday. We had quite the northeaster to blow in, and I just really want to take my hands off our police department, our fire department, our service guys. I have no fear in dealing with those elements. Obviously, the river overflowed. We had quite the washout between Jefferson Street parking lot, north end of Madison, Lakeshore Drive. It's not typical you see a snowplow out there trying to get rid of debris, but it sure was out there. And it worked very well. It did work very well. So just special thanks to all those guys, because they never hesitate to serve our community. As you also know, we had FOPA, number 34, big support. They had a bike week event downtown. And obviously the storms put a little hurt on them, but I'm happy to say, my understanding, at least broke even, which is good. It's always good to see anyone, entity bringing in energy to our city, but more importantly, raising funds for a noble cause such as the Ottawa County Law Enforcement Memorial. So we're very grateful for that. And speaking of which, and I apologize, no, I won't end here completely. Also, don't forget Father's Day. We have also sponsored by the FOPA. Is the Law Enforcement Torch Run for our Special Olympics. We will be leaving approximately 12 o'clock to go to Put Bay. We will arrive back in Port Clinton where we will do a parade route. We'll be running with the torch along Jefferson Street and so forth, and then coming back down Madison. And we're very grateful for not only the Elks for providing the food, but the Knights of Columbus providing facilities so that we can make sure we have a nice little party and serve them up some good food. So we're very grateful for all those people. Marcy Capter was in Friday. She visited with the Senior Center this past Sunday. Planted some vegetables, had great conversation. And it always amazed me, the lady never seems to hesitate to jump in. She came in a dress, but she had her gloves on, right? Very impressive. And last but not least, I would like to wish Ms. Hanson a happy birthday.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Auditor's report, Mr. Hatfield.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just wanted to announce that the month-end reports for May 2015 were distributed last week. Please let me know if you have any questions or if you have received them. That is it. Thank you.
Birthday girl.
Nothing tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you. Law Director's report. Nothing. Safety Service Director?
Quick. Yeah, I got a couple of things. Mr. President. First thing I want to tell you is 2nd and Jefferson Street intersection will be closed Thursday through the daytime, okay? It'll be open back up for the weekend. They have 3 manholes they have to set in that intersection. So you will not be able to get through on Jefferson going past Second. You will not be able to come up Second Street to get to Jefferson. That'll be that way on Thursday. It'll open up for the weekend, as I stated. And then Monday and Tuesday, they will close it again, and it will be closed all night through that also. Okay, so Monday and Tuesday. So everybody knows, they have to set the manholes in the intersection, and for the safety of their guys, and there's no way we can have traffic and try to make one lane. Okay. I announced it at your meeting, but the playground for the west end should be here in the next couple of weeks. We'll be putting that in, along with grills and benches and everything else out there. So we have a nice facelift out there, and it's starting to come together. Guys are still out patching potholes and fixing the catch basins, so we've been working on that the last week or so. Also, we started the weed notices. We finally got some time to catch up on our grass and start doing some of the neighborhoods. I appreciate it. I think the last count I had was 24 of them we sent out. Probably 12 of them, the people actually went and cut the grass. So that was a good thing. We didn't have to put the labor and manpower into that. I see Standard Products cut theirs too over there. So we're moving forward. If you see them, please call City Hall. We don't see them all. Some of the ones in the back alleys we don't, but we're trying to catch up the best we can. All right. And I also want to thank the guys for what you did on the storm stuff. Very nice effort by everybody, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Colston. Police chief is out of town on training. Fire chief.
Nothing tonight.
Thank you, sir. Correspondence, we have the Laws, Rules, and Ordinance Committee meeting of, I can't read my handwriting, May 26th. And that is it. Is there a motion to accept the correspondence? Thank you. Mrs. Sardi, second? Thank you. All in favor of accepting the correspondence, say aye. Aye. Thank you. We have no third readings of ordinances and resolutions. We have no second reading of ordinances and resolutions. And we have no new readings of ordinances and resolutions. So we'll just move on to business from the floor. Mrs. Sardi.
Happy birthday, Edna. And also thanks to everyone that worked with the flooding. I was downtown, actually. It came up really fast. So, and also, we did have a Parks and Rec meeting tonight, and one of the discussions was the lighthouse. We will be calling a special meeting on June 17th at 7 o'clock here in council to continue that discussion. So, yeah.
Thank you.
June 17th at 7.
7 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mrs. Gilman.
Nothing, Mr. President.
Mr. Troll.
Nothing tonight.
Mrs. DeFreitas.
We'll be having a special infrastructure meeting tomorrow night, June 10th at 5:30 here at City Hall. And also, this past weekend, I organized an event, Team Mary, that we had out at Gem Beach, and it was to raise money for the playground. That's being proposed for Lakeview Park. And also, Arcalado County will be benefiting from it, and we raised about $15,000 on Saturday with the 5K, and so I'm excited to be able to contribute something to the playground, and it's a great project, and it's proud to be part of it. And that is all that I have.
Thank you. Thank you. Ms. Phillips.
Laws, rules, and ordinances did meet, and as by our notes show, we are working on something to make it more uniform with the downtown area based on information coming from the Architectural Review Board, so that the downtown is going to be unique and that those people have the ability to come up with what needs to be done there, and everything does not have to be brought back to council every 2 and 4 or 6 weeks. It's in the hands of Mr. Wilk at the present time, so I don't know when that'll be complete.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And for me, I just want to make an announcement that the Finance Committee will meet next Tuesday at 6:30. Also would like to extend a personal thank you to Mrs. Sardi, Mr. Trolley, and Mr. Holman. There is a loose-fitting softball league comprised of the police department, fire department, street department, Coast Guard, Border Patrol, and Ottawa County combined team. They're playing Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays when it doesn't rain and everybody can get together to play. If you'd like to come out and watch, it's usually a good time.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
It is hilarious.
Thus far, we haven't had to call the ambulance like we did last year. Games are usually at 6 and 7:30. If you want to Facebook me or email me or call me, I can get you the schedule. It changes every day. So with that, and again, happy birthday. Having no other business, I will accept the motion to adjourn. Mrs. Sardi, or Mrs. Sardi, flip it that way. Mrs. DeFreitas? I said it's the game.
I move this August body adjourned.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Ms. Phillips. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We stand adjourned.
Go